we will continue our lesson, and this is lesson 6 and 7, part 5. I'm going to discuss about QFD. QFD stands for Quality Function Development. Quality Function Development. So what is this? We have the way for a manufacturer to satisfy the customer, and this accepted QFD is in this nature. We focus more on using the voice of a customer. This voice of a customer is certain thing you can find out from the customer when you visit them, or through survey, or through focus group, or through camera, or through observation, anything. And just for example, you have a customer who come to tell you that my wife find your drink, the cap is too tight for a lady to open. Even she used all her might, the cap cannot be opened. So as good as she have the drink and cannot drink it. So this is the voice of customer, number one. So you have another customer who come and tell you that this kind of plastic, according to survey, according to reports, according to my wife, is a scare to cancer. When this thing is put in the car, when it gets hot or heated up, it will cause you cancer if you drink this water, because the plastic has got a reaction with the water, and when you drink it, it has got a problem. So then you ask him what he wants. He say, it's okay, you give me a can like this, which is made of aluminum. So there's no problem with this cancerous scare. So the next customer, when you ask, he say, no, I don't like the aluminum, and I think it's expensive if you physically sell this with an aluminum bottle. I prefer a glass one. It's cheap, good, even it's a bit heavier. It serves my purpose. So you have two requests. One is the cover is too tight. Second is that the bottle itself causes cancer. So this is your voice of your customer. So in the QFD, we have on the left is the customer's requirement. So you have this chart in front of you, you can have a look. So you have a customer requirement, and you have to classify it under their requirement. So if you look into this, their requirement is on the first part, difficult to open. And another one is a scare of cancer. So you have to rank it on the order of importance on the left side. So if you think that opening the cap has got more complaint and is important to you, you put number 1. And number 2 is the scare of the cancer. So on the center part, you will have the correlative metric, and the bottom part, you would have the so-called technical evaluation. So these are very stringent kind of house of quality to satisfy your customer. So you classify the important as whether it's strongly positive, negative, or somehow very strongly negative. You put some mark. And if you are talking about the engineering characteristic, which you have the chart right in front of you, that particular part is cover on the top side and the material on the second row, so-called the second column. And on the bottom part, you have a technical valuation, which is your target value. And you can have like the touch of the cover, you can have the like a material required, whether it's a bottle or whether it's aluminum, as long as it's not plastic. And then you evaluate yourself. On the right side, you have what we call the competitive evaluation. You classify your competitors and you classify yourself. So, for example, yours is considered as us and yours considered as X. It's just on this side. And there are competitors A, B, and C. For example, A is Coca-Cola, or B is Pepsi, C is Yap Sing, just for example. Then you rate them and you find which are the position that you are in now. And if you're on the bottom side, on the left, you can shift it right after you do and improve your system. So this house of quality is very important for you to understand if you want to certify customer in the way in which a manufacturer should certify the customer. So please bear in mind house of quality, which is a system of the QFD under two areas, voice of customer and the house of quality, are very important to certify your customer. You not only certify the customer, you even rate yourself against your competitor and find out yourself where you are. It's a little bit on the kind of environment industrial analysis, which Porter, Michael Porter are very concerned with, the Porter 5 forces theory. So this cover a little bit on the QFD, and hope you can study more on this area and get prepared for the final day. Since I still have some time, let me illustrate to you what is Poka Yoke. Poka Yoke is basically speaking a fail-saving system whereby you cannot afford to fail. Let me give you an example. For example, you have this 13 amp plug, and if I were to plug wrongly, so this is a live, this is neutral, and this is earth. So if I put earth as neutral, the whole house will be on fire. The circuit breaker will trip. So if I put this thing in, and it can go in, now it cannot go in, means this is not fail-proof. So there is no way I can put this plug inside the reverse way, because when I put it on the reverse way, this reverse will cause explosion, live and neutral shock. So there is a system here, there is a catch here, whereby it must be released. If you want to release it with a pen, when you release it, then you can plug this way. So there is extra feature to remind you, you cannot just plug things in like that on the reverse side. So you should plug in this way. So this is a way of fail-proofing technique, whereby this catch is important. Because if this catch is not released by this earth pin, then the reverse side cannot go in. So before you plug in, push in something here to reverse the situation so that the other side can go in, you have to think twice whether you have to do it or not. And another way is that machine that is under an earth cannot be used without an earth. That's why the earth is here, the life is here, and the neutral is here. You cannot put the reverse way down. So this is a system of Poka Yoke. Thank you very much. And this will end our section on section 5 on our 6 and 7 lesson. And we have just covered QFD, and we have just make some demonstration on Poka Yoke. Thank you very much.